to summarize, you might note I'm not actually from the Caribbean, but I sure like visiting. What I'm going to do, there's a lot of overlap in what the different groups are talking about, so I do not have slides, and I'm just going to highlight the major points that were identified by the BREST group. We did use the Sub-Saharan African harmonized guideline and identified a number of areas where it is feasible to do things in the Caribbean, at least in certain areas of the Caribbean that are not feasible in Sub-Saharan Africa. In particular, breast conservation therapy, doing lumpectomy with radiation, is feasible if radiation treatment is available. It was pointed out that for DCIS that you need to have diagnostic mammography to identify the extent of disease with microcalcifications. That's something that's not available in Sub-Saharan Africa. HER2/neu-based therapies are available here, so that at least trastuzumab is. So we're including the trastuzumab treatments. We are not including pertuzumab, which seems to be much more limited in its availability. MRI is mentioned in the guideline quite a bit, and we are not including MRI in general, not because MRI is not of value, but because it gets more detail in an environment where mammographic screening is not available. It's important to recognize in many settings. So in a country where 60% of the cancers are screen detected, that's an environment where MRI is very helpful, whereas when most women are presenting with palpable disease, its utility is more limited, and for that reason we did not include it at the same level. Post-mastectomy radiation has been grayed out in the African version, but not here because of the greater availability. However, the Oncotype DX test, the 21 gene assay, which is included in the parent guideline, is not something that is generally utilized here. So overall, it was very impressive as a panel member to see just how much can be done in this environment. I would like to echo the point that Joan McClure made about the challenges that you have being in an environment where it's very heterogeneous in distribution of disease, and yet how one gets from one place to another and how to share resources that's really going to be a great challenge for the Caribbean and for your organization moving forward. And so I really look forward to working with you more in the future to understand better how you solve these tremendously interesting, challenging problems, because I think the rest of the world can learn from you. Thank you.